Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig through the financial filings so you can understand what is really going on behind those corporate announcements. Today we are looking at NIQ Global Intelligence PLC, and let's just say they've dropped some news that might have investors scratching their heads or maybe even doing a little happy dance, depending on how you read their latest report. So this is a filing from the 13th of November 2025, and it is basically an update on their financial performance. Think of it like a progress report for shareholders telling them how the company has been doing. We're going to cut through the corporate jargon and figure out what these numbers actually mean for the company and for anybody who owns a piece of it. The main event here seems to be their financial results for the 9 months that ended on the 30th of September 2025. They've released a press release detailing these results, and it is attached as part of this filing. Now, while the press release is the headline grabber, they've also included some extra financial information. This part is pretty interesting because it digs into the years 2023 and 2024, and also covers earlier parts of 2025. The really important detail here is that this includes a reconciliation. What that means is they're showing how the past financial statements of a different entity, Intermediate Dutch Holdings BV, are now connected to the current financial statements of NIQ Global Intelligence PLC. This is crucial for seeing the whole picture, especially if there has been any restructuring or mergers involved. It helps investors understand the true financial history and how it leads to where the company is today. They flagged this supplemental information as a key exhibit. It's not just about the latest quarter, but a broader view that links past operations to the present structure. This is where we can really start to see the trends and understand the financial journey. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty, the actual financial performance. While this filing doesn't present full tables in the way a 10K or a standard 10Q might, the press release and supplemental information are where we need to look for the story. We're talking about results for the 9 months ending the 30th of September 2025. This period gives us a significant chunk of the company's performance for the year. Their shares are trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol NIQ, so if you are looking at stock performance, that is what you'd follow. Without the actual financial tables laid out directly in this Form 8K, we have to rely on what the attached exhibits imply. Press releases often highlight the top and bottom lines, so we'll assume the key figures are there and the supplemental information provides the deeper dive. In a typical report like this, you'd be looking for revenue growth, profit margins, earnings per S-hair, and cash flow for the 9 months ending the 30th of September 2025. We'd want to know if their sales are up or down compared to the same period last year. Are they making more money, or is it costing them more to operate? Are they growing? Looking at the structure, this filing is under item 2.02, which is specifically for results of operations and financial condition. This means the main focus is on how the company has performed financially. The mention of a reconciliation is a big clue that there is a history being integrated, and understanding that history is key to assessing their current health and future prospects. Let's consider what this tells us. If the company is reporting strong financial results, it generally means they are successfully selling their products or services, managing their costs well, and are profitable. This can lead to increased stock value and investor confidence. Conversely, if the results are weak, it might signal problems such as declining sales, increasing competition, or inefficient operations. The fact that they are providing supplemental financial information and a reconciliation suggests a desire for transparency and a thorough explanation of their financial standing, especially if there have been significant changes on the corporate structure side through the Dutch subsidiary. This level of detail is often provided to assure investors that all aspects of the business, even those from prior operations or entities, are being properly accounted for and presented. When we analyze a company like NIQ Global Intelligence PLC, especially with insights from financial reports, we're looking for consistency and growth. Are their revenues climbing year over year? How are their profit margins doing? Are they able to turn sales into actual profit efficiently? Also, how are they managing their expenses? Are their costs under control as the company grows? This report focuses on financial results, so we're looking at the health of the business through its numbers, the supplemental information. Which bridges historical data with current reports is critical. It helps us understand the full trajectory. For example, if revenue grew substantially in the recent period, but that growth is largely due to acquisitions or changes in accounting from the Dutch entity, then the organic growth of the core business might be different. This reconciliation helps us see that real picture. Warren Buffett, for instance, always emphasizes looking at the underlying business fundamentals. He wants to see a company that is consistently profitable, has a strong competitive advantage, and is run by competent management. These financial results are the raw data that help us assess these qualities. If NIQ is showing strong earnings, a healthy balance sheet, and positive cash flow, that is a good sign. For instance, in the period we are looking at, if we saw a revenue figure of, say, $500 million for the 9 months that ended the 30th of September 2025, and the previous year for the same period it was $400 million, that's a 25% increase. That sounds great. But then we'd need to see if their costs also increased proportionally, or if their expenses grew faster, eating into that increased revenue. Wednesday also look at their net income. Did net income grow by 25% too, or did it grow by only 5%? That would tell us profit margins are shrinking. The reconciliation part is like filling in the blanks of the company's financial story. It's important for understanding any shifts in how the company's financials are reported, ensuring consistency and comparability over time. And looking at who is signing off on this, we see Michael Burwell, the Chief Financial Officer. This is the person responsible for the company's financial reporting, so their signature lends authority to the information presented. Now, let's put it all together with my take. NIQ Global Intelligence plc appears to be presenting a financial picture for the first 3 quarters of 2025 that is supported by a deeper dive into their historical financial data thanks to the reconciliation provided. While the specific numbers aren't laid out in this particular filing format, the emphasis on releasing results and providing this supplemental reconciliation suggests management wants to give a clear and comprehensive view of their financial health. The strength of NIQ will lie in whether their reported results show sustainable growth, efficient operations, and ultimately profitability. The inclusion of historical data reconciliation is a positive sign for transparency, allowing investors to better understand the company's financial trajectory and how past operations contribute to the current financial state. However, without the actual detailed financial statements and a clear breakdown of growth drivers in the specific 8K, it is hard to give a definitive judgment on their performance. We're inferring from the fact that they released these results and provided these exhibits. A notable risk could be if the reconciliation reveals complexities or past performance that might overshadow current positive trends. On the flip side, a successful integration of past operations could mean a stronger, more unified financial foundation going forward. My conclusion is that NIQ is attempting to provide clarity on their financial standing, particularly by linking recent performance with historical operations. Investors should pay close attention to the details within the attached press release and supplemental financial information to fully grasp the company's performance trajectory and any underlying financial dynamics. Alright, that is our breakdown of NIQ Global Intelligence plc's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.